Hello tech friends, hope you're all doing well. Today we have another knockoff kind of Game Boy. This one's called the All-in-One Super King for 238 Game. Super King is a brand of cigarettes in the UK, but I don't think there's any cigarettes in here. It says cover all popular games. Look at that artwork on the front. Some sort of Top Gun, Maverick, aerial blaster. You'll note that when we actually start looking at the games, I don't think there is a flight simulator one. Just the packaging on the side. So on the back, this shows us how we actually use it, which is actually very useful to have. Saves you losing an instruction manual. We've got different key functions here. The translation on here isn't perfect, but it does have lots and lots of games in it. So you've got all the controls. I'll show you the device in just a moment. Game description. Look at this list of games we've got here. Dragon Ball, shooting game, pinball, bee shooting, car racing, car shooting, catching monster, and that's got a little star next to it, frog crossing the street, original brick game. You should guess some of these. New version brick with 15 play patterns. Passing block game. Magic brick. Suddenly change status. Crazy brick. Suddenly grow up function. Changing brick. Scoring. Other games. Every successful attempt to score earns you 100 points. That basically covers the description of practically every game on here. But game B is a bit different. You get 100 points after you hit 4 bricks. Game H, that one was the frog crossing the street. Every successful reach to the opposite side earns you 300 points. Hit the old frog at opposite side will lose you 1 life. And then game I to N, completely hit 1 brick row earns you 100 points. And then catching monsters, that's the one where we've got a little bit of this is a caveat, okay? The monsters come up from the 4 different holes randomly. Press the left, right, up, down buttons to catch the monster, then hit them by pressing the rotate button at the same time to get points. Okay, you're desperate to see this. Let's have a look. Look, still got the bubble wrap protecting it because you wouldn't want to get this damaged in any way. Look at this absolute flipping beauty. So it's got 2 AA batteries in here, which was incredibly difficult to get the back off, so I'm not going to attempt to do that now. You can see it's sort of a Game Boy form factor, and we've got left, right and down, and select, which is sort of up in the sort of weird up position. On, off, reset, start, pause, volume, single button for volume, so that just cycles through the different volume levels, and a big rotate. This is A to N button, and then all in one on the bottom there. You could take that on a school trip, couldn't you? Would you be laughed at? No, obviously not. Look, I would point out things that the Game Boy doesn't have. It's ergonomic. I can put my thumb and my finger around that part there. Give that a jolly good grip. That's not going to fall out of your hand, is it? And it's probably there's something rattling around inside it as well, by the way. I think that's the speaker. But it still works. Something that doesn't work quite so well is the angle of the screen. So if I just turn it on now, I can see it really well from my angle, but you probably can't see it at all. If I start tipping it back, yeah, there you go, you can see it. So I'm going to change the camera angle so we can have a little go at all of these games and fail miserably. Here we go. I think this is the ideal position for you to see what's going on. Let's hit the on button, and I've put the volume back on now. That tune's going to go on and on and on, isn't it? Okay, so we can adjust the volume just by a small amount. There we go. Turned it down a little bit there. Okay, so how do we select the game? So you've got these different sections on here. A is the letter there in the dark, white on black. And if I repeatedly press that button, it will cycle through all of those different game modes that we had listed on the back of the box. So let's keep that to hand. And get all the way back through to K, L, M, N, and then A. And then on the bottom, if I press select, it changes that from 1 to 2. And on the box, it says that it says select number of the game / up and down direction. I'm not sure. Is that a 2-player mode possibly? Well, let's keep it in 1 anyway. And then you can select things like the speed with the right-hand one, which goes all the way up to, oh wow, 12. So they're probably claiming that's a bunch of extra games. I'm already annoyed. And then the left-hand one changes the level, but I think that only works on certain games. So let's kick things off. Let's play Dragon Ball. Start button. Here we go. Okay, so this will become very clear that this is Snake. But no, it's not a snake, is it? It's a dragon. And that thing that it's picking up is a ball. There we go. Hey, Snake anytime on any system is an absolute winner. Do you remember in the old days you could get a Tetris watch that kind of had the same sort of graphic interface? I think there was maybe a Super Mario Brothers one as well, but Snake would have been ideal in that situation. You could have played that for days and days and days. So that's great. How do you go back out to the main menu? I'm not sure. If I hit reset, we have to listen to all the music again, so I'll take that down again. Oh, maybe start and pause. We'll try that on the next one. So that was game A, Dragon Ball. Moving on to game B. And I don't think we can adjust anything on that one. Oh yeah, we can adjust the speed. Let's put it to 3. Okay, now, what do we do on this one? This one's a shooting game, okay? Okay, now, what you can't see here, which is a bit of a misstep, I think, is the bullets. So I'm the little dude here at the bottom of the screen. And I'm shooting these little blocks that are coming down from the sky. But obviously, you know, they're going to get faster and... but you can't see the bullets coming out, can you? Look. So I'm shooting these things. Oh, okay. Well, I guess this is kind of an easy way to... I've hacked the game. I've hacked the game. Okay, so you can keep smashing away at those. That's good. I can't really think of a modern equivalent. That, you know, obviously that previous one was Snake, but I'm not sure what I would compare this particular game to. I guess it's sort of like Centipede, Space Invaders a little bit, but they're not fighting back. I'm not sure what would happen if they got to the bottom of the screen. So if I press the start button, oh, that pauses it, and then if I press start again, it'll keep moving. You might just be able to make out there that it's got a little picture of a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, which is perfect when you pause playing your little knockoff Game Boy. You need to have a cup of tea, keep your strength up, and then you can jump back in. Now, again, I'm not quite sure how we exit the actual game, so let's just reset it again, tap the volume twice, and move on to game number 3. Game C, this one, Pinball. Let's go. Oh, I pressed the on button instead. Which actually turns it off. It's funny actually. It remembers what game letter you were on. Look, I'm on E there. Okay, let's cycle all the way back round to C. There we go. Now we'll start the game. Okay. Pinball. Is it pinball? Let's find it. Oh, look, I can... Looks like Breakout to me. Or Arkanoid. I can move the bat and I haven't even fired the ball yet. Look at that. I wonder what will happen if I just... Oh, yeah, okay, it can fire just from anywhere. But... I mean, given what you'd probably describe as quite a low resolution, that is quite a neat little implementation. I should say that this is not dissimilar to the device that we saw called the Innovage Game Player, which I did a video about a couple of months ago. But that thing was cumbersome and it had a pop-up lid on it. It had a very similar graphic interface, but these games so far, okay, we're only on letter C, so let's not get too excited. These ones seem to be quite a lot better, just a lot better. Controls are better, like it's not spongy keys and stuff like that. These are pretty responsive keys. They've done an excellent knockoff job here. Okay, so let's go on to game D, which is, this is so again, this is like a shooting one, like the shooting game, and so I'm shooting these things that are coming down. And can you remember what this one was called? Kids, this one is called bee shooting. So look, they're sort of coming down out of the hive, but they're also part of the hive. I mean, it looks like I'm literally doing nothing here, but I really am shooting these things. Oh, I split them apart there, I think. Yeah, look at that. So that's quite a nice variation of a shooting game. Again, I haven't seen something that's sort of like an equivalent of that. But there we go. This is what happens when you buy the Super King for 238 game. You get high quality gaming action all in one. I think that one's a pretty good one. Okay, let's have another look at game 5, I think we're on. Testing my knowledge of where the letters of the alphabet sit. E, this one is called car racing. Okay, yeah, we definitely had this one on the other one. So you've only got 2 positions, left and right. Can I speed up? Oh, that gives me a little boost. Yes, I can. Okay, so if I hold down the action button, I will zip forward. And can we get a bit of volume on that maybe? Here we go. Oh, that's a bit of a tight one. No turns on this road though. Like the American highway. So, yeah, I mean... Oh, what does that mean? Oh, I must have completed a level or a lap or something. And I presume it will now just get faster and faster. So I think that... Oh, okay. Terrible. Car crash. I should probably go on one of those speed awareness courses or something like that. Right, let's see what we've got in box number F. This one... Oh, whoa. So, okay. Now this one is called car shooting. It's a bit of a strange concept for a game. So I'm shooting away. I guess, are these really cars I'm shooting? Now this, to me, if you look at the front picture of the box, where you had the sort of Top Gun flight sim combat simulator thing, look, I feel like this is maybe a little bit more like that. I feel like I mean, graphics aside, maybe I'm actually a fighter jet. Flying between two, flying maybe in a canyon perhaps, and I'm shooting these enemies as they're coming up. I mean, they're all such weird shapes. It looks like I'm shooting Tetris blocks. So yeah, this was pretty good too. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this, and I hope you are too at home. Okay, let's see what we've got. Under now, catching monster. This one is G. Oh, I've gone too far. Oh, yes, I've gone too far. G, come on. Oh my goodness me! It's the music. It's put me off. Okay, let's catch them old monsters. Okay, so. Oh, I don't know what I do there. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you've got the up, down, left, right positions. So I'm matching those, and as I press the direction, I mean, I know I'm making this look incredibly easy. What a pro, because I've had several goes of that. I missed that one. That was too slow. You've got to press the direction button that they pop up and the fire button at the same time. This is like essentially Dance Dance Revolution. Or probably more accurately, a whack-a-mole. Remember that down at the arcade? Or the bowling alley? Those have all changed now. They're all like ticket systems in the UK. So you play and you play and you play, and you win tickets, and then you take those tickets to the desk and you get a really rubbish toy. Very terribly disappointing. That's the state of the gaming industry in the UK at the moment. So there you go. That is essentially Whack-A-Monster, Catching Monster. That one was good. Oh, listen to that. Oh, the noise when you really properly die is, well, it's haunting, isn't it, frankly? Okay, right, frog crossing the street. Any guesses what this game could possibly be? Right, so we're the little black blob at the bottom. Now, which parts of the logs? Is it the white bits? I think it's not. I think it's the black bits. Well, how wrong I was. So there we go. I'm on one of the white bits there. Let's see if we can get across to the other side. Why did the frog cross the road? Oh, I'm on a little one there, right? Don't seem to... Right, no, come on, let's have another crack at that. That's embarrassing. Okay, come on, we can do this. We're professional. I've got a gamer score and everything. That's a very small one to get onto. Oh, man, my timing's not great, is it? I hope this isn't too painful for you to watch. Let's try and get on one of the larger ones. There we go. Oh, okay. So that one moves, but I've got to keep moving along with it. Whereas this one... Oh, no, you do still have to move along. Okay. Okay. It becomes clear, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do any better at it. Right. Well, the game doesn't like me, does it? Must be something wrong with those controls. I'll take it all back. It's a terrible machine. Right. Let's move on to game... what are we on? Original Brick Game. What do you think this one is? I mean, you know instantly, don't you? The music's kind of... it'd be nice if it changed between the different games, I guess. Well, we think we know what we got here. We got the old Tetris. And there's no game that would be better at this kind of display. It was basically built for this. Oh, I've messed that up. So you know, you'd expect to get a Tetris clone on a machine like this, I think. Let's just get one line at least. There we go. Cool. I like that little sort of zip across the screen. You don't get that with regular Tetris, but then you do get some nice tunes, don't you? So we're certainly missing out on that. Okay, let's see. What about the new version Brick Game with 15 play patterns? I mean, can you really improve on perfection? Let's find out. So let's just drop these things down here and just see if it's any different. Ah, okay, yeah, here we go. So we've got different shapes. That must be what it means by play patterns. Same deal, though. I think there's the person that made the original Tetris, that Russian chap. You know, he sensibly took those shapes and was like, no, we don't want to have any more weird shapes. Like, let's just do 4 little pieces, and that's all we need, right? So when you see things like this, where you've got way more, actually, this is mixed in some of the regular ones as well, so that's not too bad, is it? But it has got some unusual shit like that. I mean, it's like it's too complex. It's too complex. But hey, it's nice for a bit of a change. So let's skip on to the next one. That was J, new version Brick with 15 play patterns. Catchy title. Then game K, passing block game. Let's try that one. Passing block game? What could that be? This looks... Oh. Okay. So what we've got here is Tetris, but with a wraparound screen. And as I drop this in, it rotates one to the right. That's a weird idea, isn't it? Is it doing it even if I don't actually place a block? Let's see. No, I think I do have to place the block and then it moves it, yeah. Can we still get a line though? It's like bingo. It does actually make things a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Okay, let's just dump some of these blocks down here so we can fill up one. There we go. Here we go. This is it. This is my moment, as Martin McCutcheon once sang. Okay, right, that's that one. Okay, passing block game, we had that one. Right, and now, so they're really bundling a lot into the Tetris clones here. So, L. Magic Brick, suddenly change status. This one's called, oh, I've got to cycle back around. L, that should have been JKL. and start. I hope you can see it all right. It's not a great angle, and the screen's very difficult to see from my point of view. So, and I've got quite a lot of reflection here. Oh, the technical difficulties. Well, this one doesn't look too bad, does it? This just looks like a regular game, doesn't it? There we go. We dropped a line down there. That seems normal. What was that one called? Magic Brick? Suddenly change status? Is it when I rotate it, it turns into a different brick? No, I feel like that is one of them, though. I don't know what's different about that. Oh, apart from I didn't do very well. That's not that different, though, is it? All right, yeah, okay, yeah, no, fair point. Don't know. Okay, let's try the next one, which is M Crazy Brick. If you like your brick games with a little spice, a bit of sauce, well, this is the one for you. Let's just drop this down here. This is Crazy Brick, is it? Well, excuse me for not thinking this is too crazy. Whoa, what happened there at the bottom? I didn't put that down, did I? I think that is the element of crazy that we are talking about here. I think it starts growing the bottom. It's got a lot of junk in the trunk. The trunk being the bottom of the screen, of course. Honestly, what on earth am I talking about? Okay, here we go. A line. Take that, game that keeps adding something at the bottom of the screen when, I guess, time goes by, or do I have to do something particularly stupid for that to happen? Oh, look at that too. And then the graphics sort of changed a little bit. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, look, it keeps pumping them up from the bottom. Oh, too spicy for me. Okay, and now we're on to game N. Oh, how sad that we've come to the very end of the game list. This one's called Changing Brick. I gave you a little bit of a hint as to what this one might be. As I rotate the blocks, this is some sort of level of cruelty, isn't it? It rotates them once within its own shape, and then it switches to the next shape in the list. So I should just be able to put down if I... Oh, I've gone too far. Come on. There we go. I should be able to just drop things like that down. Oh, of course, once you've rotated too far, you've had it. You've had it. Oh, and it won't let you... So that... There we go. That could probably get a bit tense, couldn't it, as you get towards the end? What an interesting idea. Every time you rotate the thing, the shape changes. Whew. Right, should we try that one again? But this time, let's up the speed and the level. Let's see how difficult that one can really get. So we're in N. Level, how high can we go with the levels? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 15, okay. Right, let's get back up to 15. It's quite a lot, isn't it? And then speed. I would have thought that speed really was the level. Does that only get to 15 as well? It does. Okay, let's go up to 15 then. And even just looking at this screen here, it says rotate, so it tells you what that button's actually going to do. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on, guys, give me a break. That was a bit harsh. Should we try that again? Oh, I got to go all the way through to the end. That's too hard, isn't it? Oh, okay, so now it's put it on speed 15, but level 0. Okay, let's try that. Let's... Whoa! Hey, man! Wouldn't you say they're coming in a little quick? Okay. This is kind of like the later levels of Tetris, where people can just do this with their eyes closed because they're so good at it. As you can see, that is not something that was afforded to me as a special talent at birth. There we go. That one's that one. So you get the idea. You can speed things up. You can change the level. Yeah. I mean, I think actually, normally it's pretty easy to look at these things and think, oh my gosh, I wish I had a Game Boy. But you got to imagine that these must have been very cheap compared to a Game Boy. And if you just want to chuck this in the hands of a kid in the back of a car on the way to a holiday to, I don't know, Scunthorpe? I don't know whether that'd be a good place to go for a holiday. Then, you know, you're going to occupy them, aren't you? You're going to occupy them. So I think, actually, overall, that one's pretty good, and certainly better than the Innovage one we looked at a few weeks ago. There it is, all in one. Super King, to remind you to get your dad some fags on the way home. 238 games in there. I think we saw a good sample of them. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.